After studying this module, we will be able to first know about project welfare aspects related to poverty alleviation and reduction. Then, we'll identify and understand reasons for poverty. Then, we'll learn about different types of poverty and poverty reduction programs. Then, we'll evaluate different poverty alleviation programs. Then, we'll analyze and measure the effectiveness of poverty reduction programs. Projects are selected or implemented for various reasons ranging from commercial, economic, strategic to political. But at the same time, some thrust is also on the development of community, especially by emphasizing on poverty reduction. The importance has been given to different kinds of development projects activities undertaken to contribute to attain the objective of poverty reduction. Although very little recognition is provided to importance of poverty reduction while listing down the objectives and activities of a project, but the community seeks answer to different questions from the entrepreneur before implementation of a selected project in a chosen region. It seeks answers to questions such as how poverty reduction can be attained, what the project is trying to achieve, what programs or methods are to be adopted in a project. Poverty cannot be completely eradicated. Over the last many years, one of the major concerns of the government and the society is to be able to reduce poverty. When a project is implemented, it should be in such a way that it is able to break the cycle of poverty across households and communities around different regions in the world. The meaning of poverty. Poverty means scarcity. It is the dearth of money or the means to procure material possession of life to the extent that not even necessities can be fulfilled. When we talk of absolute poverty, it is that state of destitution that the person is not in a position to provide the basic needs like food, shelter, clothing for himself and those dependent upon him. It is a multifaceted concept which includes social, economic, political elements. Considering the global aspect, World Bank forecasts that 702.1 million people are living in extreme poverty in 2015. Down from 1.75 billion in 1990. Between 1990 and 2015, the percentage of world's population living in extreme poverty fell from 37.1% to 9.6%, falling below 10% for the first time. Extreme poverty is a global challenge. It is observed in all parts of the world. In India also, the situation is very grim and many people are still below the poverty line. Now we are going to see the types of poverty. In order to have a proper incorporation of the poverty reduction in the project program and its activities, it is very important to have a clear understanding of poverty and its types. We have different types of poverty. The very first is absolute poverty. It is the extreme kind of poverty wherein there is chronic lack of food, clean water and good health and housing facilities. People struggle to live, even to have the basic amenities of life. It is long term in nature and often handed over from one generation to another generation. This type of poverty calls for selection and implementation of projects which can have long term influence over the factors of poverty in a region and capable to provide options to people to get out of their current situation. The another type of poverty is relative poverty. It is related with inequalities of income and wealth. It relates to member and families in a society. Examples of this are a family cannot afford vacation or not being able to send their children to university for higher studies. Though they have availability of basic necessities but are considered poor because of the rest of the community is able to have access to superior amenities and quality of services. It reflects the different income opportunities available to people involved in projects related activities. The third type of poverty, we have chronic poverty. It is a complicated situation as it is passed to a generation from the previous generation. Thus, it is commonly known as generational poverty. It is like a trapped situation because of different reasons. They do not have access to ways and means to get out of the situation. It is due to multiple interrelated factors and reasons. This requires typically selection of a large or mega projects with much of the government involvement and foreign investment participation. Generally, these relate to development of infrastructure and basic facilities project in a region. The next type of poverty is situational poverty. This may be caused due to natural calamities such as earthquake, flood, etc. At times, people can help themselves to come out of such situations by pursuing thorough assistance quickly, as it is caused due to one unfortunate reason only. Poverty may be defined in many other different ways depending much on their region or specific location. There is a difference of opinion to define poverty in varied forms based on one's perception and interpretation of a situation in poverty terms. Factors of poverty. Poverty of a region is not as a result of just one factor, but is an outcome of different interrelated complex set of factors. Poverty is multidimensional and it varies from one region to another across the globe. Poverty may be caused due to different interrelated factors. The very first and important is income inequality. Unequal distribution and availability of resources leads to unbalanced generation of income in different regions. Second is conflicts and unrest. Based on data available from different reports, around 1/3 of communities of the world who are in absolute poverty live in places where there are consistent riots, conflicts, and social or labor unrest. It also puts off foreign investment. Wealth can never be created in such an environment. The third factor is adverse ecology. Different geographical factors such as mountains, deserts, or rugged terrain or climatic conditions make living conditions unbearable in many places. Poverty in Peru is 6 times higher than communities in Amazon region just because of the physical layout of the country. The next factor responsible for increasing poverty is location. Communities within a country or region can make people poor. Some communities are cut off from economic center of the country as they are far off or cut off from roads, market, health services, educational and other economic facilities. Natural disasters also play an important role in spreading the poverty. Natural disasters such as earthquake, floods, drought, hurricane and other unexpected natural disasters can cause loss of income, death and illness. In regions where communities are connected with the droughts, floods, etc., these families are unable to get their livings and they always remain in poverty. Health and disability also create poverty. Poverty can get worse with spread of diseases. If the communities are affected with these diseases like HIV, chemical infections due to implementation of projects in different regions, etc. Incidence of diseases and non-availability of medical facilities lead to poverty. Incidence of poverty is 15 to 44% higher in households with a disabled head or adult, which may be due to working in hazardous projects. In many communities, disabled members are looked down and not allowed to inherit assets. Inheritance of poverty is another topic to be discussed in great length. Due to lack of resources, as families have had lifetime of poverty which they tend to pass on to their next generation. From family in turn, it passes on to the tradition to their children. We have level of education is also responsible for spreading poverty. People with general education can even apply ideas and knowledge to find solution to different project problems. It is found in many studies that people with professional and technical education perform better at enhancing productivity of projects. The last is training and skills. With training and skills, people are able to plan and follow the instructions. They are able to understand and interpret the input information related to different project activities and implement them accordingly. Poverty reduction. Poverty reduction is aimed to bring more and more people above the poverty line and to make them self-sufficient so as to be able to meet out the basic needs. The objective can be achieved through imparting education, giving training, skills, vocational training, etc. Poverty reduction is the major objective and goal of many international organizations as well as government of various nations. Though remarkable effort has been made by the different projects, but still a lot has to be done for achieving poverty eradication or poverty reduction. Poverty alleviation and reduction is often used as a short-term measure for promoting economic growth. Simply speaking, poverty reduction is referred to as permanently raising as many people as possible above the poverty line. It is a trade-off between current and future living style and income earning capacity of the region. Generally, the project manager's focus is on just one dimension of poverty alleviation by marginalizing over the other objectives such as reducing chronic poverty or providing such facilities or resources in the developing nation which are otherwise not available or cannot be afforded by them. Many projects are required to specifically address issues of poverty. In order to ensure that project incorporates a poverty reduction dimension, it is required to know the following aspects.
Who are the poor at the rate individual level, household or community? What are the characteristics of their poverty, their access to and control of resources, benefits, vulnerability and exclusion? How many issues of poverty are addressed in the project?
After that, the selected project should try to focus on generating economic growth and development in more significant regions and sectors within a nation to create employment and job opportunities, thereby providing income generating sources. A project manager's target objective is to provide help to as many people as possible, and the chronic poor in particular. By giving more priority to those in chronic poverty or extreme situation would lead to quite different choices. This can have professional implication for allocation of project resources, for selection of programs and design of such programs. Projects should focus on shifting the largest number of people above the poverty line. Programs activities should involve people of the region in such a way that they would target involving political invoices and rights for these communities and group, social and economic welfare, effective anti-discrimination and gender empowerment. Program designed to increase transparency, economic, environmental and social participation
would be much more expensive in terms of cost and quite uncertain.
But when these programs make a success, they would lead to much more profound improvement in the lives of the people who without such help are likely to remain poor for generations to come.
Important aspects of poverty reduction. Poverty cannot be completely eradicated. Poverty alleviation programs require strategic use of tools involving education, economic development, providing professional skill training, income redistribution, employment generation to improve the lives of world's poorest by government and different organizations. They aim to remove social and legal barrier for creation of job opportunities and income growth of the poor. It is mainly caused due to different factors of which some are controllable and some are non-controllable. Different aspects to be considered to reduce poverty. First, education. By making good quality education readily available to the people so that they can take advantage of opportunities available to them because of project related activities. They are able to access information, knowledge and experience and provide the same to their children and family members and are able to realize their potential. Second, skills and training. To provide skills and training for better productivity or other economic activities so as to make them able to earn more income for living and take better care of their families. Third, health. Good health is as important as availability of good health service facilities as it enhances the productivity and efficiency of the people of a region. Fourth, food and water. Providing good quality food and clean water for drinking plays an important role in better living. Good food helps in increasing the lifespan of people. Availability of well-balanced and nutritious diet enhances the overall productivity of employees. Fifth, income redistribution. For development in real terms of a region, it is important that government extends the project development programs to develop infrastructure such as roads, bridges, power and economic facilities to rural or underprivileged areas. So there is easy movement of goods and services from its source to the markets. Which basis to be preferred?
Which method or ways should be selected for reducing poverty? It is a very crucial question to be considered. The measure adopted should be able to reduce poverty permanently. Therefore, while selecting a project and its activities for a region in order to achieve the target of poverty reduction, some parameters and aspects should be considered. We have certain aspects or parameters.
First, temporary or permanent. To temporarily reduce effects of poverty for 500 people for a year or permanently move 15 people out of poverty forever. Second, today, present or tomorrow, future. To remove poverty for 20 people permanently during the current year or to move permanently 40 people out of poverty after 10 years. Third, depth or breadth. To move 20 people out of extreme and persistent poverty or to move 30 people from poverty to just above the poverty line. Different poverty alleviation programs.
Government of different nations often assert its legislative and varied projects and their activities as they require using project funds and resources to provide the goal of poverty reduction, economic development and employment generation. Some illustrative examples of such poverty reduction programs are: first, World Bank aided projects actually identifies two separate objectives within the overall project goal, namely sustainable development and improving welfare. Sustainable development identifies generating lasting benefits for the population of a region, and the improving welfare involves population of a region. The distinction between promoting sustained development and improving the welfare of a region population is recognized legally to search for methods to identify fundamental causes of poverty in a region. Implement project programs so that it can have immediate impact on the lives of people of a region.
A very strong institutional as well as organizations preference among different project owners and managers along with political leadership for providing assistance as a temporary measure aimed to catalyze economic growth rather than a long-term based redistribution of income. Earlier, a lot of emphasis was on single mission as objective to reduce poverty. Now it is not a significant mission to reduce poverty of one nation, but at the global level as a collaborative effort of different project activities across the globe. Projects program which are based on capital investment and foreign funding assistance, but today there is more push for self-sustaining and self-funding project with a better economic policy framework based on fundamental institutional reform.
A new approach to recognize multidimensional nature of poverty is by not focusing on one single measure of poverty reduction rather than on a portfolio objective. The portfolio objectives cover: first, to have long-term and permanent changes in a region, development by sharing knowledge for optimum utilization of resources. Secondly, to manage causes of poverty by changing the policy of rich nations to make them contribute to global development. Thirdly, as a global social justice, transfer income and consumption from rich nations to poor nations for better standard of living. Fourthly, to provide assistance in those regions that are hit by chronic poverty. This would depend on political priorities and effectiveness of the participation of public, private and government agencies involved. In the Indian context, examples of such program initiated by the Indian government are Indira Awas Yojana initiated in 1985, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Manrega started in 2008, Annapurna initiated in 2000, Integrated Rural Development Program known as IRDP, Midday Meal Program. Wherever we have adopted this poverty alleviation programs, certain shortcomings are associated with these poverty alleviation programs. So now we are going to discuss shortcomings of poverty reduction programs. The project programs related to poverty reduction are not able to achieve their targets or they fail to deliver as expected due to many reasons. Some of these reasons are: first, generally for long-term projects large funding is required but which are either underfunded or hampered by desire to display financial sustainability. The second is there is difference of opinion between political group and organizers as to approval of project programs and related activities. This leads to reducing the effectiveness of projects and therefore the projects were unable to achieve the target goals. Thirdly, the design of the project selected is both poor in terms of program structure as well as their evidence available across different projects. Many programs turn out to be less effective, though they could produce quite better results if they were provided continued long-term funding and assistance. The next problem associated with poverty alleviation program is that due to mismatch between targets established and project activities being based on unrealistic assumptions or faulty estimates, the project failed to deliver. Project would have succeeded had their accepted activities were aimed at less ambitious, reasonable, realistic and achievable targets. The next problem associated with these programs is that most of the different project programs are selected and designed in such a manner to achieve varied objectives, but it gets distorted when project manager try to follow an approach of one size fits all direction and definition without consideration for factors that affect a project location and the local availability of different required resources. After watching all these things, now we are going to make a summary of what we have discussed so far. We have started our discussion with the poverty. Project tries to provide aid to a society for many reasons. They try to achieve multiple objectives such as economic, social, moral, commercial, political and humanitarian factors concerned. Projects try to give importance to poverty reduction as their main objective in the case of foreign project assistance, quite often as a tactic either to get rid or to divert the aid to some other goals. We have seen that poverty is multidimensional as it is generally accepted fact. Also, poverty reduction involves a commitment and changes from different types of aspects from the society and in the project as well. Then we have seen that project and the poverty cannot be completed eradicated. It is mainly caused due to human factors. Then we have seen that implementation of project programs to alleviate the poverty requires sustained motivation and development process from the side of government as well as NGOs. Project programs are capable to search for methods to identify fundamental causes of poverty in a region and how it can be removed or reduced through adoption of different project activities. Project success can only be ensured with reasonable amount of cooperation from all the sectors of the economy. For a project program to achieve the objectives of poverty reduction demands a long-term commitment of the resources as well as project involved people so that it can provide a solution in real terms in future.